Hello, everyone. I just want to share why you should consider getting this professional certification. This is an integrative certification program because it is weaving in the latest and greatest information that we know about neuroscience, the impact of different types of traumas on the brain, on the nervous system, what that looks like in the system of the client, how that shows up in systems of parts, how mental health providers can identify that, how they work with it, also how they work with their own systems in response to that in the therapeutic relationship. So, this Evergreen certification program is very robust. It's really helping people who go through the certification achieve a level of expertise because it's not only about the education and learning the content, right, about the neuroscience and the trauma-informed lens integrated with IFS. It's also about practice. So having practice groups in which you be supported in applying IFS therapy. And it's also about consultation. So it's a very holistic, integrative program. I do want to mention from that trauma-informed lens, it also, because it is in alignment with professional standards, it really helps support trauma treatment. We know IFS is a trauma treatment model, and yet the certification program really, really includes those pieces about what makes it a trauma-informed model. How do we bring that into attunement with our client, understanding of our client, how to make sure we are self-led in our own systems as mental health providers in offering IFS therapy. This is for a wide variety of licensed professionals, including psychologists, counselors, social workers, marriage and family therapists, psychiatric nurse practitioners, and psychiatrists. And because through the partnerships that Evergreen has with respected CE providers like Psychotherapy Networker and PESI, you can ensure that this Evergreen certification meets the standards for your licensing CE requirements. So why is it important that an applicant actually completes the practice session hours and the consultation hours before becoming certified? Is that because IFS therapy, it's a experiential model. Okay, it's also relational and it's an insight-oriented model. So that means that it's really the nuance as an IFS therapist with this certification, the nuance that you're getting in terms of those practice groups, really integrating it with the trauma-informed lens and the neuroscience information can help you really attune to your client's systems. That takes practice. So while the content is so helpful, this is really about integrating it into your system as a mental health provider, being able to feel confident in the IFS interventions that you're using with clients. And that happens through the practice groups as well as through the consultation groups so that you can feel like you have this support and be able to ask the questions that you have as you're applying this model. So the trauma field is constantly changing. With the advancement of technology that we have, with new research that comes out, it's really important to continue renewing your certification after that initial 2-year certification period so that you can really maintain your continued education in integrating particularly the pieces around helping support IFS be trauma informed and bringing in the latest, what we learn about the latest research on trauma, the impact on the brain, the body, the nervous system. So this will continue to support your learning and for you to be a trauma-informed IFS provider. So any certification program that Evergreen offers has gone through a rigorous process of the advisors who have expertise in all the domains that are part of the certification program, goes through a robust process to meet not only sort of standards in terms of bringing expertise in for a continuing education requirement, but also credentialed standards in terms of not only the education, but also the practice and what you would need from those consultation hours. So any certification program promoted by Evergreen and through Evergreen has gone through an extensive process, really looking at what mental health providers need to obtain certification, feel confident, competent in using the model, bringing in the trauma-informed lens, bringing in their neuroscience information to attune to clients, to not do harm to clients, and to have positive outcomes, positive therapeutic outcomes. So the certification standards promoted by Evergreen, that's part of the certification program, meet all the standards across the board in our field for mental health providers. So I'm passionate about being an advisor for Evergreen's certification. IFS is near and dear to my heart. It's changed my life personally, changed my life professionally. I've seen the change that it can bring clients and the healing that can happen. I am so excited to be part of the advisory committee for this certification because this is a very innovative training towards certification. What's included in this certification is integrative, it's innovative, it's based on skills-based learning to support competency in bringing in the neuroscience and the trauma-informed lens with IFS. So to me, this is just an honor to be an advisor for this program. We're excited that you're here and that you're considering getting certified through Evergreen.